Welcome to the fourth chapter with the story of Kayrnix. We have reached the Imperial fleet, where we have a few things to do, mainly get to choose the crew skills that are the crafting professions in other MMOs. The terminal to get the mission is here, and it took a good deal to appear. We'll pick those two, but I don't plan to do any. Well, perhaps we'll do some flashpoints, but I'm not planning to do the PvP. Since weaving, I have in another character at least. Armor Merc, I think it's what I have missing. PHM is what my main character has. Artifice is one of my also. And Cybertech. Perhaps Cybertech is the one that I'm not trained, but I'm pretty sure Armor Merc isn't known by anybody. Completes that mission. I know the basic recipes now, and I have to pick the other two choices. Crew skills, Armor Mech. Armor Mech is the ability to work with hard metals, alloys and synthetic materials to construct endurance armorings and armor for non-force users. Armorings are upgrades modifications that augment compatibility. Vendor purchased fluxes are used during the armor creation process to refine the materials to ensure suitability. Armor mechs can reverse engineer their crafted armor and possibly discover new ways to improve armor creation. The gathering skill scavenging provides crafting resources for armor mech. Armor mechs can also craft mastery, shield and absorb augments. This can be installed in any item that has an augment slot. Recommended gathering skills, scavenging and slicing. Recommended mission skills, underworld trading. I will pick the two gathering skills, scavenging and slicing. I'll tag the rest to have the codex entries that I will not be reading. Then we'll go to the middle of the fleet to have attack with vet. No, we can. No, we still don't have ship. Now we'll see it is better.
So, hey, I've been thinking, maybe you want to take this shock collar off? You know, as a sign of thanks for my hard work on Korriban. Not that I don't enjoy the perpetual fear of electrocution.
This filthy slave wants to escape, no doubt.
You will mind your tongue, slave.
Ow! Forget I said anything.
He's not going to be any kind to Pet. I have my legs as ready. Well, assuming the male item appears, and it seems it is not going to appear. I will read it later. Now it is time to go to Dromund Kaas. Perhaps I will join the queue if it pops up, then I do the flashpoint with others. Otherwise,
Nobody better mess with us now.
I might do it begin the quest. Greetings, my lord. On your way to the capital. It's a SWTOR to Dromund Kaas. Nice for solo traveler. Normally takes several days. However, Adatvaras had also arranged a berth for you on the Black Talon. It's an imperial transport and is considerably faster.
As it should be.
Black Talon goes through dangerous territory. Safe travels, my lord. That doesn't... Well, that took me away from the group finder, but doesn't matter. We'll see. I have not done this flashpoint in solo mode. We're going to find out how it goes. Originally there wasn't a solo mode for flashpoints. Even the easiest, you needed to get into a group.
I'll tell the captain that I'll be back on the bridge as soon as I've done his errand.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you aboard. I'm Lieutenant Silas, second in command of the Black Talon. We're your ride to Dromund Kaas.
I'm sure the ship will suffice. How long until we reach the planet?
Shouldn't be more than a day. The Black Talon makes this run on a regular basis without much trouble. We're primarily a transport. I should also add on behalf of everyone, it's an honor to service the Sith and the Korriban Academy. Consider yourself our guest.
Your respect for the Sith is admirable, Lieutenant.
Thank you, my lord. I'm the Empire's loyal servant. I won't keep you further. When we arrive in the Dromund system, I'll have you informed. In the meantime, your droid's in the conference room. We picked it up with the upgrades from Geonosis. When we docked here, it mentioned your name.
Sorry, I don't know what droid you're talking about.
Oh? The machine asked for you, so I assumed you were the owner. My mistake. In any case, it seems someone wants to get in touch. The conference room is down the hall. I'll be on the bridge. And you, soldier, when you're done playing honor guard, get back to your post. This isn't a luxury yacht.
Yes, sir.
Identity confirmed. Good day. I'm Advanced Protocol Unit NRO2. My functions are diplomacy, translation, manslaughter, and calumniation. I have an urgent message for you from my master. Please stand by for delivery.
You have my attention.
This is Unit NRO2 to Grand Moff Kilran. You are now in contact with the Black Talon.
Well, so I am. And it seems you brought me just the person I've been looking for. My name is Rikus Kilran. I'm commander of the 5th Fleet, second to the Minister of War, and my personal favorite, the so-called Butcher of Coruscant.
You speak to the apprentice of Darth Barris. Explain this interruption.
6 hours ago, the Republic engaged in an illegal border skirmish on the edges of Imperial territory. One enemy warship escaped. That warship, the Brental Star, is carrying a passenger of vital strategic importance. Yours is the only vessel placed to intercept.
I think you're out of luck, then.
I don't believe you're right. Let me explain. The warship's passenger is codenamed the General. We don't know his identity, but the Republic believes he possesses military secrets, our military secrets. I trust the reports. The General must be captured or killed. Captain Orzik, the man commanding your transport, doesn't share my enthusiasm. He's disobeyed my orders to attack. Feel free to show him what the Empire does to cowards. Then commandeer his ship, find the Brental Star, and deal with the General.
Right now, I'm more interested in getting to Dromund Kaas.
Oh, I can sympathize. but I'm sure I can convince Darth Barris to forgive a bit of tardiness. The General will be dead or in custody by day's end. If he's not, I assure you, your ship will never reach port.
I will lead the way to the bridge. Once Captain Orsic is deposed and our hijacking is complete, we may proceed to the Brentall Star.
Military should be competent enough to deal with this problem without needing to bother me, and that threat will not go unpunished. I will kill Ran as soon as I have the chance.
My lord, this is a restricted area. Captain Orzic's command. You'll have to leave immediately.
Your life is about to end.
Blasters out! Attack! Attack!
We must proceed to the bridge immediately.
Obviously, the inclusion, the addition of this feature is not one that I'm very fond of. Because, and I don't think it is that much of a good idea, because it goes along stressing one of the main flaws in the philosophy in that of the game. As a MMO, it should be focused on group play. However, it so much feels like a single player game. Level 13. Let's see, we have nothing new. Let's set us here. I've not used mine ability yet because with solid health not really that much sense into wasting something that might be needed later, but I don't think it's going to be needed later anyway.
All Marines have been neutralized. Scanning for additional threats.
What's going on? Sir, stay calm, Ensign. Everyone stay calm.
No threats found. The bridge is now secure.
Cooperate or die.
Hands off the consoles. We're all listening, my lord.
I can handle this, Lieutenant. I'm Captain Revenant Orsic. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. For the record, I take complete responsibility for my actions.
Tell it to someone who gives a damn.
I'm not looking for a pardon. I just don't want my crew punished. You're here because of the Moth, aren't you? You must want the Brentall Star's passenger pretty badly. Or maybe he just hates me. The Black Talon would be destroyed chasing a battleship. I've fought in the war before and I'll fight again, but I don't do suicide missions.
Suicide was deciding you could ignore your superiors.
The
captain's dead! The captain's dead.
Shut up! You have our attention, my lord. What would you have us do?
Someone clean up this mess. We have business to take care of.
But what about the...
You have your instructions.
In accordance with Article 27A of the Imperial Code of Military Conduct, command of this vessel has been lawfully transferred. New orders are being downloaded to your consoles. Priority 1, intercept the Black Star.
Bukara, do as the droid says and prepare to jump to light speed.
Emerging from hyperspace now. One Thranta-class warship on the scanners. Powering up.
Enemy is firing. Turbo lasers, missiles, and what looks like transport pods. I'm not sure.
The pods are a distraction. Return fire. Aim for their power generators. So long as they're damaged and we're not, we have the advantage.
Lieutenant, Captain Silas, sir. Engineering is reporting blaster fire. They just cut out.
If we weren't in the middle of battle, I'd kill you for incompetence.
Damn it. There must be some sort of boarding action. If they're in engineering, they could destroy
The
this
board,
ship. With due
the
respect,
ship,
I
of course.
recommend you lend a hand
It's
down
about
there.
in action.
I will handle it.
I'll notify security.
And don't worry. We won't let those Republic scum get away.
Destroy the sabotage droid.
Secondary power systems damaged. One essential system is inoperable.
All better.
Well, we couldn't get through every fight because I would not have this drag too long, and in the solo version it's not really fast enough to not get beyond 1 hour.
Cargo area to enforce containment measures. Please respond.
Anyone read me? This is engineering. We have an emergency. Please respond. The droids knocked us out of the control room. They're sabotaging the engine.
Yeah, I'm going. You useless people. There is the droid, but I think before that there will be, yes, more borders from the sides.
No droids. They're cutting through.
And that there is he. And with that super droid, this shouldn't be very hard either. I used too soon the rice builder.
Major.
And back to where we came. So you have no solo flashpoints. You can progress
You're good to go.
if you go into class missions with another friend that is in the same
Nobody
class.
better mess with
You
us
don't
now.
advance the class storyboard. Only one than the other is to do it. Anyway. Once more. Yeah, I leave that. Yes, I wasn't planning to do this chapter. Recording now, so I don't have a...
Damage reports from all decks. We're holding together, sir, but I don't know for how long.
Make sure it's long enough, Ensign. Your life and career are at stake.
Please stand alert. Grand Moff Duran's representative has returned.
Congratulations, my lord. Security reports that the sabotage droids have been destroyed.
I don't need your praise, Lieutenant. Only your obedience.
Yes, of course. We've penetrated the Brental Star's outer defenses. Their next assault won't come until we enter fighter range. Another minute, maybe two.
Transmission coming in. Long range. It's a message, but it's not from the Brental Star.
I don't appreciate dramatic pauses.
I'll patch the message through immediately.
This is Jedi Ground Master Satil Shan hailing unidentified Imperial vessel. I'm en route to your location with 16 Republic vessels. I'm asking you to retreat before more lives are lost.
Your pleading is pointless, Jedi. I am Sith, and there is nothing you can do to stop me.
I've heard those same words from others of your kind. They're never true. The Brental Star is under my protection. Our convoy was ambushed and I sent the Star ahead. We will reunite. I just crippled 3 Imperial dreadnoughts. I don't wish to destroy you. The peace between Republic and Empire is fragile enough already.
Fragile enough to be crushed like glass, the same way I'll crush you.
The base aggression serves no one, not even your Empire. Incidents like this are happening across the galaxy, but only because we let them. Leave the Brental Star to me. If you don't, then may the Force be with you. Because the men and women aboard that ship can hold you off until we arrive. And you will be defeated.
You're deluding yourself. The ship is already mine.
You've made yourself clear. But I suggest you prepare to face a Jedi. And you may want to consider what that means.
Entering fighter range.
Motive for
The Brental Star
celebration.
is launching its first squadron.
All right. Now we're close enough to fly in and send a raiding party. I assume you're going.
Whatever's necessary to finish this.
We'll be awaiting your
There's
successful return.
going to be a
I
Dromund
advise that
Kaas.
you proceed to the shuttle bay. The flight to the Brental Star may be hazardous, but Grand Moff Kilran has complete faith in your abilities.
The Treaty of Coruscant Isle. The decades-long war between the Galactic Republic and the rejuvenated Sith Empire ended without a decisive battle. Instead, the conflict halted with a peace agreement neither side believed would last, the Treaty of Coruscant, a document forbidding Republic military activity within the Imperial space and vice versa. Rules of engagement in neutral territory are far more vague, allowing for a range of border conflicts and attacks via third parties. The treaty has prevented allowed warfare on more than one occasion. Negotiations began when the Empire, whose early victories had led to a dwindling resource and overexpansion, reached out to a battered Republic and called for a summit on Aldera. As the summit began, Imperial forces launched a surprise attack on Coruscant, the Republic capital. Conquering the city world was impossible, but the Empire wreaked enormous havoc in a short period, effectively holding Coruscant hostage and forcing the Republic to agree to less than favorable terms. And that is the situation at this point, with no doubt many Imperials thinking not as it was, that the Empire in a moment of weakness made a desperate bid for better terms in the agreement, to get a base that they would be more likely to be better positioned at its end, and thought that since they managed to do something like that, then they would be winning the war and they should still fight in it. A typical mistake done by a lot of people. And that has led to many disasters throughout history. Tired of less than responsive controls. Commanders of armies that are winning and are in a very advantageous position then in enemy territory, instead of realizing that they probably already have more than expected and should take the chance to get a victory. They want, they get blinded by the ambition to get even bigger result, and they refuse to end the war. What happens instead is that then a defeat comes and the war turns around against them. And the war that they had almost won, and Spain lost. The Republic forces
This is Protocol Unit NRO2. I hope you're receiving this message clearly, and that your flight was free of incident. Please hold for Security Coordinator Ensign Bukhara.
The Marines are on their way. They'll follow you in and hold each junction you secure. Try not to take too long. We're not a military ship. What you have is all you're getting.
I don't need an army. I can handle this myself.
Yes, sir.
Besides, that's
I understand.
basically what you're
I have been
making
scanning the Brenton
it
Star's
to
communications,
be.
and security forces appear to be moving to protect the escape pods. It is extremely likely that the crew is attempting to evacuate the General. You must retrieve or eliminate him before he escapes.
We'll have the General before the crew knows what's happening.
Excellent news. I will be in contact if the situation changes. Proceed to assault all defense points between you and the target.
Level 14, that means, apart from getting taunt that I will leave there, we have something new here, which is available utility points. Buyback reduces the cooldown of unleash by 30 seconds and causes unleash to heal you for 10% of your maximum health when used. Getting attacked reduces the active cooldown of force charge by 1 second. The effect cannot occur more than once every 1.5 seconds. Ravage immobilizes the target for 3 seconds. Sweeping slash deals 25 more damage. Taking non-periodic area of effects damage generates 2 rage. This effect cannot occur more than once per second. You generate 4 rage when stunned, immobilized, put asleep, or knocked around. Now, even that rage is the main resource of the class. Picking first one of the utility that provides more rage production would be good, but the way to test to make sure is to pick something else and see if I miss rage points. And I will do that. We'll pick that to be stronger against several enemies. And that makes it look like probably the gain from that utility is certainly noticeable. That feels to me.
To a Special Forces commander, Meat. Show some respect.
That rage abilities are indeed something needed by this spec. However, when there's something else taking the aggro and being attacked doesn't happen, then the first one isn't very helpful.
So,
You think you're tough meat? Ah! Part of me was hoping you'd try to board this ship. SWTOR! Attack! For the Republic!
All better.
Escape pod, we are not far. So then they have done that, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do the bonus boss. I think I will test that attacking non-periodic area of effects. Oh, non-periodic area of effects. I will leave it as it was.
You're good to go.
By the way, see, Pet disapproves her, but is already almost at second level of influence. Armor reduced, and we're on to the last boss.
The escape pods aren't far now. You can make it on your own, General.
And what about you?
I will face my destiny. Go now, my friend. Where you are.
Another.
I am Yadira Ban, Padawan of the Jedi Order. I was sent to protect the General, and you will not pass.
Yet another member of the same family of someone that appeared in some other part of the franchise.
I'm going to kill you, lady.
This guy is
I will not fall to one such as you. I will not!
descendant from Yuthravan.
You may run, or you may stand your ground, but you'll go no farther. You aren't going to win this. I swear it. You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
Do I bring in the three guys into this fight? If I'm not careful, she will do it. Or the droid will.
You aren't going to win this. I swear it. You aren't going to win this. I swear it.
And there, no more ban. Better than I have, clearly. This is more for a tank. But mastery is better than it. Makes worse power. and the last defenders of the general are dead.
You can put aside your weapons. I won't try to run. Besides, I doubt I'd make it to an escape pod without my intestines spilling out.
I might just spill your intestines myself. I don't need you alive.
I'm well aware of Imperial policy regarding my kind. I was a general in the Imperial military service. Did they tell you that when they sent you here? Did they even know?
Believe whatever you want. It doesn't change your fate.
If you knew what I knew, you'd understand. If you'd heard what both sides are plotting, you wouldn't be eager to restart this war. They're building doomsday weapons, shields that envelop planets, missiles that darken suns. Republic and Empire are planning to raise worlds, annihilate civilizations. It will be unlike anything the galaxy's seen since the Great Hyperspace War. And it's too late to stop it. The so-called peace is already lost.
There will be bloodshed on a massive scale, and I will be part of it.
At the start, yes. But you won't survive. None of us will. Well, you have me then. Me, my stomach full of blood, and my implant full of cybernetic secrets and stolen plans. What will you do?
You're no use to me alive.
So be it. We're all as good as dead anyway.
I think this is the way I tend to take the wrong turn in here and go the same way that I went, which is not right. But this time I made it the good way. It's been a long time since I did this flashpoint, and just to be honest, it's much better with other players.
If you're receiving this message, I urge you to return to the Black Talon as quickly as possible.
Explain yourself. What's going on?
There has been an incident aboard the bridge. Your tactics have inspired.
Idiots! You'll get us all damn well killed!
Nobody better mess with us now.
What is doing a ship crashing into the hangar? Makes no sense. And as far as I know, we weren't destroying.
You're good to go.
The Parental Star used to get into general. While destroying the Parental Star is a nice bonus. But what is the level of incompetence of the non-Sith? They shouldn't have been able to do without me actually doing it, and I have not done that. When it comes dark to his...
Welcome back. I'm pleased to see that you have returned whole. I do apologize for the condition of the bridge. As I'd intended to explain earlier, there was an incident.
You better tell me what happened, or I'm going to be very unhappy.
Several of the crew were extremely agitated by your behavior. Ensign Hedder feared you might execute anyone who failed to contribute to the mission. A group of officers attempted to flee the ship before you returned. Lieutenant Silas objected, and a firefight broke out. There was a large number of casualties, but don't worry. I am fully capable of piloting the ship back to Dromund Kaas.
You're telling me they panicked and killed one another?
That is correct. It was unexpected. Grand Moff Kilran is eagerly awaiting your report. Should I put him through?
For that they are good enough to manage a killed. When it's to fight the Republic and get in general, I have to do it for them. What bunch of morons. Good riddance, nothing good lost.
By all means, go ahead.
Opening channel now.
Well, how fortunate I could reach my friends aboard the Black Talon. The droid's been keeping me appraised of your work, but I've very much wanted to hear from you. How did the attack go?
The Rental Star has been disabled, and the General is dead.
Pity you couldn't bring him back alive. Really, it makes little difference. You should be proud. This is only one of the many operations we're conducting across the galaxy. It's a new beginning to the war. The General was one of the greatest weapons the Republic had. A defector. And you've snatched him from enemy hands. I'll remember this, and I'll make sure you're rewarded.
There won't be a next time.
We'll see about that if the day comes, won't we? But my words hardly matter. Soon you'll be joining us on the home world, and you can see for yourself what you've been fighting for. It should be inspiring. Enjoy the rest of your journey. Kilrun out.
And I'll enjoy it with no incompetence to bother me and its life to suck to my pleasure. That's going to be all for this. Chapter. I know, not very entertaining, because I didn't expect to make one, but I decided to do it in the last moment, and it's not the best time to do it, not the best hour, and I had not thought of anything to talk about during it. But before, we will check in if we have something new, and we do. Silent scream, this is something to slow people around us, and heroic moment. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.